Time. All right, everyone. Welcome to tonight's team call. Great to see you guys. Hope you had a fabulous weekend. It is November 18th. Hard to believe Thanksgiving is next week. I actually calculated out that Thanksgiving is in 10 days. Christmas is in 36 days. We've got like so much going on and so much excitement. So we're going to talk a little bit about how to kind of get through this crazy busy time and still have a prosperous business. So a couple announcements first. The first thing is, if you, most of you are already on my email list, but if you are not on my email list, private message me with your address. I send emails, our team sends emails updating you whenever there's new products. We'll do special things like we had people subscribe to the 90-day action plan group, those texts, so those were different. But every week we send a message of value, tips and different things, you know, related to your health, your business, your mindset, all of that. And if you're not on there, be sure to let me know so we can add you to the email list. Most of you have already seen, we've got some great new products coming out tomorrow. I know a lot of you have been really, really anxiously awaiting the non-dairy Isopro. So we have plant-based vanilla and chocolate Isopro coming tomorrow. On our mastermind call today, Lisa Maciel shared with us that Travis Ogden isn't even plant-based, but he loves the plant-based flavors, and he's been using the Isopro training for a marathon. So pretty exciting. And the new Hydrate, we are so fired up to try that. So I know a couple people were saying, oh, what, they got rid of the grape. Well, guys, I think the blue raspberry is going to be fabulous. The coconut flavor is going to be fabulous. I think we're going to be in for a real treat. I've heard several people that have tried that new Hydrate, the new formulation, and they've been really, really excited about it. So I don't think it's anything to be sorry about, you guys. I think it's only going to get better and better and better. If you're a mad fan of one of the flavors now, the way they are, sure, you can stock up on them, but know that I'm sure these new products are going to knock your socks off. So that's all coming out tomorrow. And also some of the specials are ending tomorrow. So I just took an inventory of what I needed. And I plan on placing one last order to get some of the benefits, some of the like buy 3, get 1 free IsoDelights and all of those awesome specials. So, all right, next up, I am looking to see if Lori is on right now, and she is not. I'm gonna hold off and switch that announcement. All right, next we'll talk about the John Maxwell Book Club starting December 1st. So a couple things about this. First of all, I'm going to share my back office with you guys because I am an ambassador with him and part of this program. I actually got to do something really cool and be part of his filming. So when for each section, and I'll be sharing these videos with you, that this is a paid program. You guys have to pay to get this yourselves. And because I am part of this ambassadors group with him, I have access to them. So I'm going to share these videos with you. So you're going to get to see him live teaching and training every lesson in this book. And then I was able to do little videos to go along with each one. So for people that would go to my website and purchase this, they'll actually hear me doing a little bit of a training as well. And I'm just going to share my very first video that I did, kind of explaining what's to come and my excitement around this with you guys. It's just 3 quick minutes.
Welcome. I am so glad you guys are here. An honor to be part of the Power of 5 network marketing book and be an ambassador with John Maxwell. A lot of people have been asking me, why did you get involved in this, or how did you get involved in this? Why is very easy. All right, I am a slight John Maxwell nut. Guys, I wish I could tell you this was all the John Maxwell books I have and programs, but I'd have to take you down to the basement, show you my big bookshelf. These are just the ones that are my go-tos that sit right at my desk in my office. I also have a large bookshelf in my basement where I have a whole bunch more of his books. I've been a fan of John Maxwell's for years. I've learned so much from studying him and learning all about leadership through him. And truly, I can give so much of the credit for my leadership skills to him because I've been mentored by him for so very long. And I truly live by adding value to other people. That's what fulfills me. It is the most amazing thing. And to be able to learn those amazing skills and bring it into my network marketing business has been priceless. And then to be able to teach this to my team so it's paid forward, absolutely amazing. I was asked to be a part of this book launch and to be in the studio audience when John did his filming for this, and I absolutely had to say yes. I thought, what a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It was amazing. So I'm so glad that you're here going through this program. I cannot wait to do the program with you, go through the book with you, and this whole learning process, because I believe in network marketing. My belief has always been a 10 out of a 10. I have gone to network marketing conferences outside of my company for years. And so I don't need work on my belief, but so many people do. And John's writing this book has just he's elevated our whole entire industry, every company. And there's so many great companies out there. And so I cannot wait for you to go through this whole process. And I can only imagine whatever your belief is on a scale of 1 to 10 in network marketing right now, it's gonna be higher when we're done with you. You're gonna learn, you're gonna learn not only for yourself, but how you can teach others. And the best way to learn is by teaching. Honestly, the only things I retain, because I watch videos, I listen to podcasts, I read books, the only things I retain are the things I teach. So that's what I want you guys to do. I want you to put your learning skills on, go through this program, and then I want you to teach it and pay it forward. And let's just watch the duplication happen. All right, guys, I'm so thrilled you're here and can't wait to see you at the next turn and through this whole entire project together.
Okay. So what we'll be doing on our first call is going through just his beginning, the why network marketing part 1 piece. So we're going to watch the videos. I'll share a little bit with you that day, and then we're going to go through the chapters. So we'll go through each chapter. Growth matters. We're going to talk about growth. We're going to talk about connecting. We're going to talk about mindset. Then we'll talk about leading. And then we'll talk about significance. And each one, he has a couple of videos and they're broken out, but we should be, I'm allotting an hour for these calls. I don't think it's going to take that long. My hope is that I can keep them closer to 30 minutes. It might go a tad bit over, but it'll be well worth your time and effort. I will probably have to juggle a call or two during the holiday season, but there is a Facebook group. So if you're not in this yet, your first step, it's been posted in ISA for Wealth. I've emailed about it as well. Order the book. You cannot order it from Amazon, and it's $15 if you go to John Maxwell's site, but if you use my link, you can save 20%. So use my link and then join the Facebook group. Just click on it, join. I will accept everyone. You can invite people to this if they are prospects of yours that are interested in the business. Use this as a prospecting tool. Anyone is welcome to join this group. If you guys have friends, outside of our team and they're doing Isagenix or they're in another network marketing company, you can share this with them too. This is an abundant thing that we're doing to really share and help elevate network marketing and help elevate Isagenix. All right, so I see Lori's on here. Lori, if you would unmute, I would love for you to share with everyone what we've got starting on Wednesday night and how everyone can be a part of it and how this Own Your Life weekly consistent webinars can really help everyone grow their teams. Are you there?
I'm trying to figure out how to
We hear you.
start my video. Okay. Somehow I'm stuck.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Okay, I was trying to show my sparkly necklace.
Oh, look at you. How cute.
Let's put it on right before I decided, I said to be quiet. Anyway, super simple. Sorry, it's so dark in here. I'm sure some of you have heard and noticed that some other teams have like their own weekly webinars. And I think that there's probably a lot of you that feel pretty confident in sharing, serving people through the phone, through a Zoom, through a 3-way call. But I just felt that for mass duplication, and as far as, because some people kind of wing it, or I'm not quite sure what all they're sharing, and I personally feel that I receive the information best, and other people as well, when there's some visual involved rather than just a phone call. Like, phone call is my last resort to connect with someone. I'd rather meet belly to belly or through a video. So that's why I'm doing this. And I shouldn't say I suggested and asked Cindy if she was open to us collaborating to do that, because no one wants to obviously be doing it every single week. So we're taking turns. Right now we have about 4 leaders that are participating. So I'm going to kick it off on Wednesday. I posted the flyer that you can use to share on your timelines if you want to, or just as a reference in ISA for Wealth. So you should find it in there. I've also posted it in a prospecting way in HHP, but I do think this would be really helpful, probably for even some of you on the call, to understand a little bit more about the opportunity and how you can share it with other people. So if you meet belly to belly, the way that I learned what Susan Miller called the pencil pitch is just by watching it over and over and over again. And so that's a little bit of what I'm using, and kind of just helping people see the difference between basically seeing that this is leveraged income. I think that's the biggest thing that we have to help people understand, that yes, it's nice for an additional stream of income, but no job can provide you leverage and residual income, like network marketing, especially Isagenix. So the first half will show the opportunity, and then the other half will talk about the products. So the wonderful thing is, if they're just interested in products, you can still send them there, and they get to see the opportunity. I think one of the biggest disservices we have done is someone says, Lori, tell me about your products, or I'd like to know about your program, whatever, because they want to lose weight or they want to gain lean muscle, but they're mostly interested in the products. And then they're never often shown the opportunity. And I've just found so many people deeper into my team that are actually open to it. They just had A, really no idea what it was about, and B, no idea what to do, you know? So that's hopefully I guess my vision for it is that we just have a lot more streamlining and people sharing what we want them to see and the most important things. The last thing I was going to say is it will not guide them to, I'm not going to share any packs. It's not going to have any suggestion as far as what they start. It's very open that there's no wrong way to start. Ideally, we want 100 BV or more, but to have that conversation with the person who invited them for the best fit for their goals. Mm-hmm. So in that case, you may still need, or your downline may still need someone on, but it kind of takes the pressure. I feel like I've tried to teach a lot of my team to share the opportunity, but they just still don't, because they don't really understand how or what to say. And so now it's just shown to them at the beginning with the information also on products. And vice versa. I've often found when I show people the opportunity because they're interested in the opportunity, they still want to know about the products, because they're like, I want to see that this is something that I believe in and is legitimate. Let's look at these products. So I feel like no matter what their interest is, it's best that we serve them, showing them both.
Yep, that's great. And one of the things I love that's part of this presentation is the importance of staying active every single month, because you guys have seen in ISA for Wealth, when someone gets back to consultant, or maybe gets to consultant the first time, when they've been a faithful product user for some time, ordering and staying active, how many times they cycle. We've seen crazy things where people cycle 10, 20, 30 more times, more than that, for staying active. So it talks about that too. So it's going to be very powerful, you guys. Promote it, get your people to promote it. If you have your own system in place, that's fine, but a lot of people don't have their own system in place. That's why this is going to really, really be a game changer for you. And we're going to be really consistent with it. The last time, you know, I'll take responsibility for it. We were disheartened because people weren't getting on it. And so we lost our mojo for it. So this time we talked to the mastermind group. All of our leaders are on board and excited about it. A lot of people are buying into it. So it's going to be really great. So let's get on Wednesday night. Lori will do a fabulous job, as she always does. You get people on this call, you guys, they're going to want to get started. And I am 90% sure we have free enrollment codes. I just haven't gotten them yet. I got word I'm going to get them. So what we'll be doing is getting them out to the leaders, and your people will have to come to you for the codes. But it'll be a little extra work on our part, but we thought if we had a little bit of excitement, a little incentive around it, it'd be awesome to get more people there and more people excited. Awesome.
I think the other thing, last time we did it, it was pretty much only opportunities. So people struggled to find people probably to get on the calls as easily. So this way, when it's a little bit of both, and you just have to be open like that. Like I said at the beginning, I'm going to share all these solutions tonight, starting with the opportunity so that they realize, there's something there for everyone.
Awesome. Perfect. Thank you so much. And I know this was, you definitely spearheaded this, so I can't thank you enough, Lori. You're an amazing leader. Awesome.
Don't say that yet until we get it going.
Oh, it'll be great. It'll be great. All right. Next up, you guys, we just finished a 90-day action plan, and I love them. And every time the company puts one out, I do it and I participate. We've done all team groups. We've done lots of mini groups. Lots of leaders have done private coaching, one-on-one coaching. I try to always have a group of some sort, even if it's accountability for myself. So I've participated in every single one. I've lost count, guys. We've probably had 8 or 9 of them by now. And every time, I don't always hit the promotion goal or rank advancement goal that I set for myself. I don't always do that, but my business always grows because of these 90-day action plans. One of the things I was going to share with you about 90-day action plans, when Eric Worre, I've been to his conference. I'm going for the 3rd time to his Go Pro event that he does for all network marketing companies. And, the huge lesson that I feel everyone needs to take away from a 90-day action plan is that 90 days can absolutely change your life. And he shares his story about what 90 days did for him early on in his career. And he talks often about slow and steady does not win the race, that really doing these massive pushes in your business, it gives you energy and momentum. And we know about that 90-day echo, and that's so real. And we're going to chat a little bit about that. But when you study the most successful people in our industry, you will quickly discover that they took massive action for short periods of times, these sprints. And that doesn't mean when they're not in a 90-day action plan, they're on vacation at the beach with their feet up, not plugged into their business. Doesn't mean that at all. It just means they do these sprints and they're in massive action. So if you did not reach your goals, the goals that you set out for yourself, really look at, did you take it seriously? Was it truly a 90-day sprint for you? Did you sacrifice? Did you give up certain things, TV, Netflix, whatever it is for you, going out? Did you sacrifice in order to make extra time to be able to really push your business? And if you didn't, I'm not wanting you to, be upset about this or punish yourself for this. Just realize that, and realize that that might be why you didn't achieve the results that you wanted, because next time you do this, you're going to make some changes and you'll know how to adjust accordingly. So what I've asked, I had a small group that I had for accountability, and we had one guy who enrolled 15 people, rank advanced 2. And I could be short on that because there might be a couple I don't even know about in there. And that is Cody Thompson. And I want him to unmute and just share with you guys. His energy is so contagious. And so much of what we do comes back to our energy and our belief, you guys. When we are in a good place mentally, we are attractive to other people. People want to join our mission, and they want to be part of what we're doing. And that's why I'm always pushing mindset and personal growth and personal development and working on our energy. And even if we aren't feeling positive, really forcing ourselves into it. And so, Cody, would you mind unmuting and chatting with me for a couple minutes?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do it.
All right. So first of all, congratulations, because you really did a huge, tremendous job in this 90 days. So congratulations.
Thank you.
What I'd like you to do is, during this 90 days, share with people, what was it that you did have to give up and sacrifice in order to be able to do this? Because you do work full time. So everybody needs to know you have a full-time job on top of Isagenix. So share with us, what did you have to sacrifice in order to do this? And how much time did you have to put in each day?
Yeah, definitely. Well, first, hey, y'all, happy almost holidays. It's so crazy. I feel like I just started and it was August. and we're wrapping up summer, and now it's almost Thanksgiving. So super wild, but what a 90 days. It was such a whirlwind for me, to say the least. I've changed so much in many ways, in the best ways. But I think at first it was me having to have a serious talk with Tyler. And Tyler's like, all right, man, if you want to make money, if you want to make this a thing and be real about it, you have to be serious. And there's some sacrifices you have to make. And for me, I stopped messing around after I stopped going to the gym for an hour or two after work. If I do the gym, it's going to be, 5, 6 a.m. before work, to get that out of the way. So really get the chores done, get the personal development done in the morning, get all that done, because evenings are for business. And so the past couple of months, I've made evenings for business. I work 8 to 5 in my office. And then I I'm home by like 6, and I just get to work. So I grab some dinner, get set up at my desk, and I just get right to my DMOs. It's really hard to get it in during the day, being in office, working a full-time job like most of y'all do. So you can imagine, but really just being disciplined and reminding myself of like my why and why I'm doing it, and my purpose and like my vision every day. And I think it's so easy for a lot of people to come into that 90-day action plan and just be so pumped up, like, yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do this. And there were like, I didn't rank advance like I expected to, but I grew in so many different ways. I'm not even the same person that I was when we started the 90-day action plan. I've grown physically, mentally, spiritually, and financially too. So even though I didn't, hit those rank advancements or as high as I wanted to, I was definitely rewarded in many other ways. So yeah, definitely just the timeliness every day, getting home, having to turn down friends and turn down a lot of social activities and going out and stuff like that. Even just like going out to eat to dinner. I tried to make sure that if I was going out to eat to dinner, that it was going to be productive, that I was going to, do some networking or reconnect with friends, something like that. So it definitely wasn't easy at times, because I'm such a yes man. Like I was like, yeah, of course I'll be there. And I've always been such a people pleaser. And I think for me, I've always thought of myself as selfless. So like selfless, I thought meant like, oh, just be there every time for everyone, and always go to every event and everything to support people. But I realized in this season that I kind of have to be a little selfish to make sure that I grow and that I can hit my goals, and I set myself up for the best 2020. So cutting out Netflix, cutting out weekend time, because most people turn off on Friday at 4 or 5 o'clock and don't do anything productive with their lives until, Monday morning. And Tyler told me back in the beginning, he said, weekends is where, the boys are separated from the men, really. And I took that to heart. And so Saturday mornings I'm up and I'm getting just like another day, grinding, get my personal development done, getting my DMOs done on a Saturday morning. And then I'll turn that off Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening. So enjoy myself a little bit Saturday evenings and Sunday mornings, just with hanging out with friends and church and stuff. And then Sunday afternoon after church, I'm getting right back to it, doing my follow-ups from the whole week, getting things done. So Sunday evening is always a big day and a big evening for me as well. So just being disciplined each and every day, and not just going hard one week and then letting off the gas one week.
That's awesome. That's so cool. All right. So share with everybody, because I want to be vulnerable and honest with everybody. Did you have some disappointments? Did you have some rough days? Did you have days that it was like, you were doing a power move to get yourself mentally able to now we're doing Team Z. Before we had Team Z, you guys were just doing it all on spreadsheets and all of that. Let everybody know, was every day, unicorns and rainbows?
Heck no, it still isn't. I know it's always like this, I think, mentally and emotionally at times. There were definitely some days when I was like, oh my gosh, like, is this for me? Like, am I worth, being one of those top leaders? Am I worth like achieving that kind of success? Because whether it's family negativity or friends negativity or just, just time issues, whatever it was, there are definitely days and evenings where I was like, oh my gosh, like let's say a Sunday, I just put in work on a Sunday from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. straight, giving up my whole weekend a lot of the times. And I still didn't hit the rank advancement that I wanted. So I still didn't get as many enrollments that I wanted to that week. So I was like, is this really worth it? And that's when it starts the lizards, start to creep into your head and start to get to you. And those are the points where you really have to dig deep. So I literally have to, stand up and do jumping jacks, or listen to Tony Robbins or Jim Rohn or some of motivating speakers, stuff like that, really just feed my brain and get that right. So it really just came down to feeding my brain like every second that I could. In the morning, I'm on my way to work. Like I have a long commute, almost an hour. My truck turned into a library every day. I'm just literally feeding my brain with Audible, with audio and podcasts and everything. So to keep me going, I think I've really had to fill my ears and my head with positivity and with podcasts and everything. So I'm gonna guess another sacrifice would be music. I freaking love music. I literally like Tyler and Zoe know, like I'm always listening to music from the time literally I wake up to the time that I'm going to sleep. And so even cutting out music a lot of times was really good for me, because filling my ears with that positivity just to help myself grow. Because some days like I did not want to do it. I was like, I just came home from a long day of work. I have so much to do. I have laundry, I have family stuff, whatever. There's no way I'm going to sit down and do this for 2 hours. But then you just got to come back to, why am I here? What am I doing? What is my vision? What are my goals? Which is so easy, to slip away.
And one last question. I may come back to you, but I've got a couple other things I want to do. How important is accountability for you?
Yeah. Accountability, I think has really been everything to me. I think accountability and my coachability, Tyler's seen that from the beginning, but he's been obviously the greatest leader to me since day one, because I've just been able to lean on him at all times. He's always stayed on me, and no matter who it is, whether it's anybody in my upline, Cindy, Zoe, any of y'all, I just really embrace tough love. And so there were some times when Tyler would see me out with friends on my story, and he's like, yo, go home and go to sleep. Or he's like, put up your phone if he sees me on social. And so having that accountability partner is everything, especially if some of you might feel like you're a lone wolf. Some of you might feel like you don't have this physical Isagenix community around you all the time like others do. And so it's literally just having that person that you're with every day. I mean, me and Tyler are texting every day. So find someone, find whoever that is. Maybe they're not even in the same city. Maybe they're not even in the same state. Find that person, cling to them, and just text each other all day, hype each other up, call each other, whatever that is. Taylor Peters is great at that too. He's a little hype man himself, always texting me, calling me too. So super important just to have people to lean on. You can't do this alone, and this wasn't meant for you to do alone. It's network marketing. It's freaking networking. So do it with people, pump each other up every day. And I think that has made a big difference for me.
That's so awesome. I may come back to you, so don't go anywhere. All right.
Yeah,
Thank
go ahead.
you, Cody. So excited for you. All right. So when we were finishing up our 90-day group, you guys, I had everybody share, how do you feel about this 90 days and what's next for you? What's next? I didn't want to make it. I didn't achieve my goals. This didn't happen. I didn't want to go that way at all. I'm like, what's next? What's next? One of the best comments that I got was from Richard Lynn. And Richard, are you able to unmute for me for a couple minutes?
What's up?
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing good too. So you guys need to know, Richard is a student getting ready to graduate university in Canada. Super, super busy. Again, extremely, extremely coachable. And, if I could give an award for the most improved person since starting this business, it would go to Richard. On the Team Z reports, and if any of you guys are on Team Z and I'm not partnered with you yet and following you, please make sure you reach out to me. I'd love to be able to, let you see what I'm doing each day and share with you as well. But Richard is almost always number one on my list. And I follow probably about 25 of you on the list. He is working tirelessly because his goals are so big and his vision is so big. And so do you remember what you said to me, Richard, when I asked what's next for you?
I do. What's next for me is another 90 days, just like what I just did, another 90 days.
So you're not going to take a little breather and a few weeks off before you kick it back into high gear?
Why take a break when it's just a part of my life? I don't need a break from my life.
Yeah. For sure. I would love for you to share, has Team Z helped you? Because you had such a system in place. I mean, when you shared your Excel spreadsheets with me and all you were doing, because you guys need to know, Richard, share with them, you do this a little bit differently than a lot of people because you don't have a personal huge network. So you are really, would you say 95% reaching out to strangers?
Yeah, probably 95. Yeah, 95.
Yep. So share with everybody, has TeamZ helped you in maybe in decreasing the amount of time you're having to do it because it's more systematic and more organized for you?
100%. Well, first of all, I learned everything from Simon and from Cindy and from Tyler. Like it just, and I'm not the popular kid around the corner that had a huge network. So, but I'm willing to go out there and send messages online, and that's how I find people. And one thing, if I can ask for it, just can someone call Instagram and tell them to stop blocking me from sending messages? Like, it's getting a little too annoying right now. But anyways, yeah, I read, like, in the first few months, I went through, like, I had like a few thousand, at least 2,000 account on Instagram with their username, handle, which process their ad, but it was just taking too much time and just wasn't that effective. And as a business owner or running a business, you need TeamZ is called like a CRM, right?
Yeah. Yep.
You need a system like that. It's been crazy how much the follow-ups that I'm able to do, like people that have fallen off the list, people that I haven't talked to since I started, I can connect again, and then just no one falls through the crack, and I just have everything kind of like by the throat, basically. You're not going anywhere. Like your name is gonna pop on my list. I'm gonna talk to you. You're not going anywhere. And just having it's a bless having someone to put a system like that together. So I'm grateful for that. So easy for me to just follow, and it's a little less mental energy. You don't have to worry about that. It's whatever mental energy you can save to prospect, to share about this opportunity. You need that mental energy through the day. I know a lot of people are busy moms here as well. That's going to save you a lot of mental energy as well.
Yeah, and especially I think people that have full-time jobs, like honestly, I'm home and this is what I do full-time and it's really helping me. But I think of all of you guys that have full-time jobs and your time is so limited when you can be more organized with it. What a game changer. What I'd love for you to share is how has your confidence and belief changed, through this 90-day action plan and really since you've been with us?
I feel like I don't do any justice by sharing it. The best way, if you want to know who I was, go to my Instagram and go to the first video I posted. You'll see just such a difference from the way I was talking. And a few days ago, I feel like I posted a video on YouTube about my path, my basically a part of me that I've never shared with an audience before. And I went through hell. That's why I'm the way I am right now. That's why I'm able to accomplish. I would say eventually when I'm on the stage, I'm going to say that's number one secret to success that I've never ever shared in my life before. And I don't know, maybe there are 30 people on this call. I don't think anyone has been through anything like what I went through. And if you want to learn more about what I went through, tell me, I'll send you that video. You can take a look. And thank you, Tyler, for doing that interview with me. It's a big move for me.
Hey, if you want to share that in our business page, I'm sure it would inspire everyone. That's totally up to you. If you'd like to share it, we'd love to see it because I haven't seen it yet either, and I'm dying to see it. And I know a decent amount of your story. And you guys, you'll all be bawling on stage when you get to watch Richard hear his story and from what he's come from to where he is today and where he's going. I can't even tell you. I literally drop everything when Richard contacts me for help. I drop everything. I was in the Grand Cayman on the trip that I earned, and he wanted some time to ask me some questions. And so I literally, before I took a shower, I was on the phone with him getting ready. I said, okay, I've got to go take a shower now. I'll call you back as soon as I'm done. And the whole time he's asking me question after question. He had them all prepared. I hear him typing like a madman, all the answers down. Everything I said, he's typing it down. I said to him, never in 27 years have I ever had someone drill me like that, ask me so many amazing questions, and then record everything that I said, typing it down so that he could really learn my verbiage and how I communicate with people, because we all do it a little bit differently, and extremely, extremely coachable. So Richard, I just love that your attitude of not taking your foot off the gas right now. Like when you said that, I was like, oh, that's what you want to hear from people. You don't want to hear gas on, gas off, gas on, gas off, because I've seen inconsistency and what it does for people in their business, you guys. And it's like starting over every time. For those of you that are gym people, it's like going to the gym in January, working your butt off for a month, and then not going for the next 11 months, and then starting all over again. Or even sometimes if I take, if I'm traveling and I can't do my normal like body pump workouts, the weight training that I do 3 times a week, and I skip a week of it, and I might still be doing weights in the gym, but taking a week off, I come back and I'm sore as all get out because I've taken a break. So just know that your consistency, it changes everything. Any words of advice before I let you go, Richard?
I feel like, I don't know where everyone's at, but if you're really struggling with consistency, Simon changed my life. Like I can't, I'm just going to say that over and over again. And I know Tyler's in the group right now, and he goes live and he prospect with you. He holds your hand and he prospect with you. You can ask him questions in the group as well. It's a blessing to have one of the best in the industry, and having that contact. It also builds my confidence as well, knowing like, hey, I talked to Simon Chen, and just like, it's such a huge building your belief and consistency as well.
Yeah, and you guys, you'll be seeing a lot more of him. If you have not downloaded his MLM podcast, you absolutely have to download the podcast, listen to that, and then also we'll be seeing some more of him. So we're so excited. So thank you, Richard. I can't wait to see what your business looks like in a year. Just in a year, short year. I can't even imagine what it's going to be like. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Anyone else that did the 90-day action plan that has something that they would like to share with the group to inspire the group to keep going? Anyone else? I'm going to open it up. No?
I want to highlight someone else who enrolled, I think, a week after we started our little group with Cody and Richard in it. So he wasn't part of our group, but Taylor Peters, who's on live. I just want to highlight what I think is a great learning lesson from him as well. He set his 90-day goals, manager, director, executive, not all in the 90 days. I think his goal was manager in the first 60. I mean, he was just in alignment with his crystal executive goals and whatnot. And, Taylor's a guy who was right person at the right time, and all he needed was this vehicle. He was already plugged into personal development. He was already doing these things. And a couple weeks ago, he sent me a video of something he's listened to like every week for the last year. And I don't know, Taylor, you want to unmute and share a little bit about that and what that's done for you?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, there he is. I'll give you a little intro and then you can share that. So why this is so cool is because I texted Taylor. Taylor, just you tell the story. You tell the story about how you hit Crystal Manager, and then tell about a little bit about your mindset and your mentality about your no quit attitude.
So I work 4 tons at my normal job, and I have Fridays off. So I woke up feeling pretty motivated on a Friday morning. I was checking out this just to get me in the right mindset because I plan on working all day on the business. And I listened to the video. Hell, I can't even remember what it's called now.
Called The Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale.
Earl Nightingale, that's what it is. So I listen to it often. I listened to it that morning, and I just wanted to share it with a couple people. I sent it to Cody, I sent it to Ty, a couple of my members of my team, and just wanted to get them uplifted as well. But Ty came back with me and said that he really liked that video. He said he listened to all of it right away. And he said he'd never heard that one before, and he was really glad that I shared it with him. But he came back with me and said, you have 36 hours to hit Crystal Manager. He said, what are you going to do to do it? And I was like, wow, you kind of just put me on the spot right now. But sure enough, and before the end of that next day, I hit Crystal Manager, and it was kind of just all mindset. It was like Ty was always there pushing me. He was there helping me the whole time, anything I needed. So, I mean, it was just the right combination of mindset with the coaching and the support and everything that I needed. It just came together so well.
And how many people, like, I've faced that challenge so many times. I've set a goal for myself. I mean, we've all fallen short on more goals than we've hit probably. And Taylor, was just like, find a way, got it done. And then same thing, like 2 weeks later, he's like, I'm going to get my wife to consultant this week. I'm going to build my wife's to consultant, get halfway to director. And again, when he had Crystal Manager, he had 2 enrollments at the time or 3 enrollments. Nobody was a consultant. Nobody was interested in consultant. He found a way and got it done. When it was with his wife, they didn't have any prospects. And he just texted me on Friday. I'm like, hey, how's it going? You going to get it done? He's like, I'll find a way. Saturday, I text him, you made any progress? No, but I'll find a way. Sunday, I text him 2 p.m. You find a way? No, but I'll find a way. And then, sure enough, I see in my Isopulse, Caleb promotes to consultant Sunday at 10 o'clock because he's just got that attitude like he's going to find a way, he's going to find a way, he's going to find a way. So I've watched Taylor this last 90 days as well, just extreme consistency and most importantly, consistency on his mindset. And that's why I think he's so unstoppable right now. So I just wanted to highlight him because I think he's done an amazing job. As far as he hit manager, he's enrolled, I think, about a dozen people in the last 90 days. So he's doing an amazing job as well.
All right, Taylor, before we let you go, I've got to ask you a question too. So being brand new, how are you? I haven't seen you in a while. Being brand new, tell us, where's your belief at? Where's your belief at? Because so many of us, a lot of the people that are listening to you right now have been with me for 5, 6, 7 years. Share with them where your mindset's at right now with Isagenix.
Yeah, I like when we do that, the belief number system whenever we go to the events and stuff, but it's always been always a 10 for me. Like as soon as I even learned, whenever Ty first got a hold of me, I didn't even know what network marketing was really. But as soon as I learned about it, like the first 30-minute video I watched, I'm like, this is exactly what I need. And I was like instant 10 belief, always had 10 belief in myself. I know I can do whatever I put my mind to. So that's not an issue at all. It's just, I know it's going to take time to get to where I want to go. And I plan on working on it every day. So belief is at its highest.
So what can you say to the people that are listening that their belief isn't where yours is? How do they get your belief?
Cody touched on this a little bit. It's just every day it's the consistency of filling your brain with the thoughts that you need to make yourself successful, whether it's reading the positivity books, the information books, just filling your brain with knowledge. Every morning I wake up and I listen to motivational morning videos on YouTube. I don't even have to type it in anymore. I just open up YouTube and I click on the first video. It's right there. Just starting your morning off like that, and it's consistency every single day. I review my goals every single morning. Just keeps you in the right mindset. Just keeps you focused on where you want to go.
That's awesome. Awesome. Well, I can't wait to see where you're at too. This is so cool. Thank you for sharing tonight, Taylor. I know we didn't prepare you for that at all.
Yeah, that's okay. Thank you.
Awesome. All right, guys. So as we close the call out tonight, what I really, really want you guys to be thinking about is, are you where you wanted to be by the end of 2019? So we've got 36 days till Christmas. The new year is going to be here before you know it. Are you where you want to be? And if you aren't, what do you need to do in order to get there? What's left for you to do? Don't wait till 2020. That'll be a crying shame. Do not wait till 2020. What can you do right now for the next 40 days? What can you guys be doing right now? Because the 90-day echo, PK Smith talks about this all the time, but he's not the only one. Obviously, Eric Worre trains on this in 90-day sprints. What we do now sets us up in the next 90 days. So if we're active, if we work on our energy, if we work on our belief, if we're doing our Team Z every day and we're reaching out to people every single day consistently, what's going to happen in 90 days? The results of all of the work that we're doing is going to show up. It does show up. So if you're not seeing it now, it may be because you just started that 90 days of work, and now the fruits of your efforts are going to start coming in the next 90 days. But if you take your foot off the gas, it's not going to work so easily. So my best encouragement to you guys is figure out how you want to end this year and really show up in a big way, because we're on the verge of massive growth in 2020. Most of you know, those of you that have been around for a while know what happened after the holidays. Most people go off track on their program, they gain weight, they're miserable, they join gyms, and they're ready for some change. They're ready to set new goals for the new year. So that happens, and then in January, we just absolutely take off. But guys, there's a lot of people right now that want to be healthy and feel great and look great for the holidays. Let's not forget about those people. There's a lot of people right now that would love our instant money. And I'll tell you, I'm working with someone that's with a different network marketing company that's getting ready to kind of jump ships and do this with me, jump ship and do this with me. And one of the things she loves so much about Isagenix, when I showed her the comp plan, she's like, we can't make money this quickly. This is insane that someone can get started, and by the time their products come, they can have already shared with a few people, and in 14 days, they're getting a debit card that has money on it, and they can, you know, get free products immediately and start making money. You guys, we have the opportunity to enroll someone right now that can earn extra cash for the holidays. Who wouldn't like a cash Christmas for the holidays? Who wouldn't like some extra help? Maybe people want to do a little bit more for their loved one this Christmas. Maybe people want to be able to give a little more, sponsor a family, do some special things for the holidays. So please don't take lightly this gift that we have, this opportunity we've been so blessed with, because it is not too late for people to maximize this, take advantage of it right now before the holidays. And the more we do and the more we share, you guys, it's so authentic to be able to share something that we love so much. Share it now and watch what happens in the new year. Be thinking of what you want for your goals for next year. Where do you want your business to be next year? And start working on it right now.
Hey, Cindy, I was just going to add that social media is awesome. We all know that. I think Tyler said this before. It's kind of like your business card. But I guess, and it worked for me in the beginning, but now what works best for me is when I see people face to face and I literally ask them, would you like an invitation? Have you ever thought about doing this before? I think you'd be great. I'm like surprising myself at the responses that I'm receiving with the people that I already have in my mind that have seen me every single day, and they've never. I'm on social media. They know what I do. They ask me all the time, what did you do this weekend? I tell them, but they don't ask you, many of them. So I just would never, just get yourself out. It can get really frustrating sitting behind your computer. I will tell you that right now. And that human interaction will get them on to take a look way faster than any post that you can ever do.
Yep, belly to belly is great too. Networking events, and everywhere you go, you guys are going to be around a lot of people over the next month. Everywhere you go, find a way to get it in. Get Isagenix into the conversation comfortably. Don't forget gifts. You guys, we don't give 30-day weight loss systems as gifts, but you could give an oil diffuser. You could give our coffee in a cute coffee mug. You could give, if you know someone like college students that have trouble sleeping, give them sleep spray and a cute eye mask. There's so many things that we have in our online health and wellness store that you could be giving as gifts. So go through your Christmas list, you guys, and who can you give gifts to that you're already going to be spending money to buy gifts from? Give them our gift of health in some fashion. Maybe that is the one thing that you do that might get someone to say, you know what, I've been watching you for so long. I am so excited for these BIA energy drinks. I'm dying for energy drinks. Thank you for that case of BIA. Whatever it is, but go through your list and be very, very organized, be intentional. Last two things I want to say, and we'll hop off here. New Year's kickoff is right around the corner. We've got 109 people registered for it so far. It's going to sell out. Just heard from Mac Larson today. It's getting close to sell out. So you're not going to want to miss it. They're really changing up this event, and everyone is going to leave with a personalized plan for your business for 2020. You're just not going to want to miss it. There's going to be more new products. So we have more excitement that's going to be there. So you're just not going to want to miss that. So please make sure that you're sharing this with your team, getting more and more people there. You want to grow your business, get your people to events. And the last tip I'm going to give you guys is I listen to audios often because, kind of like Cody, You know, I don't have time. I wish I had time to sit and read books, but I don't. So I multitask. So if I'm already in the car and I'm driving somewhere, I'm either making calls and getting back to people and doing calls, or I'm listening to something good and putting good stuff in here. And I know I have shared with many of you, there's some new people on the call that may not have heard this before, but Mel Robbins and her 5-second rule, game changing. She did a TED Talk. She became famous because of this TED Talk. She's got an unreal story, but her book on Audible, she is one of the best. I've done lots of Audibles. Her reading is like she's just talking to you. It doesn't sound like she's reading a book. Lots of them just, you can tell they're reading a book. Hers is so engaging. It's amazing. And that 5-second rule, if there are some of you on the phone today that are like, gosh, I love this. I love all that young energy I just heard. I want some of that, but I'm just not there yet. And you're maybe not feeling, you know, like your belief is there, your energy's in the right place. Listen to this audio, you guys. I'm not kidding you. She will talk you into getting up and doing things you need to do for your business in 5 seconds. It's a life-changing concept. So if you haven't listened to it, haven't heard it, start free, watch the YouTube video, but that audio would be a good use of your time and money when you have spare time, when you're not doing your prospecting and all of that while you're multitasking. Great tip for you. All right, guys, love you. We'll see you guys next week. Have a fabulous week. And thank you guys, everybody, for sharing tonight. I love you guys. We can't do this without all of your awesome shares. So thank you. Have a great night, everyone.